Hey everybody, I'm SpectralStar, and welcome to the newest death battle, the battle of the huge man dudes with the big muscles, and they're so strong and green, and there's much greenery, and celery, and veganism. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty one-shot. I'm kind of excited, but I know that there's no way in hell that Hulk can beat Broly, because, let's just go ahead and face facts here. Hulk is not Superman. If the Hulk was Superman, he would win, because that would mean, all this anger and rage. But I get it. They're both rage-filled individuals. One's anime, one's American, and they're going to go at each other. Giant pec muscle to giant pec muscle. I'm turning into some kind of weird, Okay, just never mind. Yeah, so here we go, I guess. Broly versus Hulk. It's super anticipated. Hope you guys are ready. I know Death Battle is probably going to deliver, hopefully. I don't know if this is 3D or 2D or whatever D. Hopefully it's 3D. I haven't seen the previews. Let's get in. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just get it going. Right. I'm going to put my headphones on too while we're at it. I forgot to do that.
As primal as the ground we walk on and the air we breathe, anger can keep us alive or doom us forever.
Well, on that
I wish it was The Simpsons. Homer, Hulk.
Finale. First up is the
versus
incredible
Broly.
Hulk, Marvel's mean green world-breaking machine.
Then there's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. He's
Brolins.
boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons.
Good old Lou Ferrigno played the original
a death battle.
Incredible Hulk back in the live action video. It looks like it's going to be 3D.
Bruce Banner was a genius and the son of nuclear physicist Brian Banner,
who was just the absolute shittiest dad ever.
I never really knew much about
the
Hulk's dad.
Naturally pretty distraught, Bruce's trauma due to
It looks like Vincent Price
itself as a second personality,
on
an
drugs.
Angry, childlike brute that just wanted to be left alone.
Even with that angry shadow in his head, Bruce grew up to be a leader in the study of gamma radiation. So, like,
and all the brain damage inflicted by his
he had that covered.
whoop 'em, bop 'em, wop 'em, sock 'em robot dad.
Absorbed enough radiation to, well, die.
Except he kind of didn't. Well, not permanently. Instead, the bomb opened a door that let Bruce's alternate personality.
Honestly, the Hulk was one of my all-time favorite
using his anger, Bruce Banner transformed into
cartoon characters back in the day, because I didn't know I didn't know much about comics back then. Not even Spider-Man. Spider-Man, and it was the Hulk. I had the toys, just like the Ninja Turtles.
Shatter asteroids twice the size of Earth, leap into orbit from the ground, and even mess with the fabric of reality.
I guess you could say that Hulkamania was running wild in my house.
You bet your ass he can punch it and break time.
The Hulk's absurd power is tied to his rage. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes.
More rage.
And according to almighty gods like
and that's why he's fighting Broly, because it's basically the Japanese version of the Hulk is Broly, except for Broly's crazy, typically.
Emotions like rage
I guess not anymore.
An area of the brain known as the hypothalamus, which
oh yes, the
hypothalamus.
hypothalamus.
If it's damaged, his life could be put in jeopardy, like when Hawkeye pierced it with a special arrow Bruce himself designed.
Oh jeez.
The Hulk's a total tank who can keep fighting for days on end.
Here,
nothing short of
this will kill me. Do what you will with it. Don't kill me though. That would be weird.
Almost instantly, even if his flesh has been vaporized or he's been cut into literal pieces.
The Hulk can adapt to any environment imaginable, whether that's just straight up holding energy,
liquid hot
or
magma.
The depths of space.
He's even battled the warrior god Thor, who has thousands of years of combat experience and is fast enough to cross the universe in about 5 seconds.
I'm pretty sure Thor would destroy the Hulk.
Quadrillion times the speed of light.
Yeah.
No wonder the world's so scared of him. He's a green apple flavored behemoth of destruction with the mind.
I think Hulk is a great character, by the way. I'm not saying that I dislike the Hulk. I love the Hulk. I think that he's better when he's dumb and angry and just powerful, rage. I think that's the best version of him, and not the super smart Professor Hulk version.
Mindless Hulk, Hulk squared, and Claw, which is basically just
Claw. Sad Hulk.
Despite seeing his human half as weak, Hulk and Bruce would finally unite against a cruel, uncaring world under a new persona, the Green Scar.
He brought a world war to Earth and tore the superhero community a new asshole. And by finally
I honestly need to read that. That sounds really good.
The unstoppable force everyone's always feared. A world breaker.
World is underselling it.
That's cool.
The Savage Hulk once obliterated an entire universe with a
Well, you remember World Breaker when he fought
with a single punch. The same Hyperion who survived the collision of two universes unscathed. Which begs the question, how much more powerful is the Hulk
Death Battle.
at his maximum?
This one's
I really hated that death battle too. I did not want Doomsday to win that.
Umar, ruler of the Dark
You could salt my potatoes with that one.
Her strength for 6 minutes, but he made up for it in round 2 when he
If the
came
Hulk
back
wins
as
this,
the
I'll be
Green
totally
Scar
fine
and
with it.
kept
I just
Hulk
don't think
smashing
he's
for
got it.
hours. It's likely they went until dawn. That's a 12-hour session of Hulk smashing at most. My man.
Well, that would make the Green Scar.
Are those cheesy poofs or Dragon Balls back there? I've always wondered that.
By the energy of the two colliding universes would yield 960 duovigintillion joules. That's just a ridiculous number. All that from a single battle?
Who names this
Oh,
shit?
sweet summer child whiz. That's not the kind of smashing I meant.
You've got to be kidding me.
I think I just invented a new field of science. The science of the Now, you might be thinking this gamma stuff is nuts.
Terrible
and
movie.
You're right,
Terrible
because
movie.
it's Satan magic.
It would have been okay.
Turns
But
out
they didn't do it
gamma
okay.
is actually directly connected to energy from hell.
Oh,
Drawn
great.
From Marvel's ultimate satanic being, the one below all.
So basically,
By using his
we're going
powers, the Hulk
Spawn.
is literally channeling the devil.
It's also
Cool.
what kept
That's
him alive
metal
all
as
these
fuck,
years.
by the way.
Every time Bruce dies, his soul is sent to hell and can resurrect. Once returned to the world, his body will heal from whatever killed him. The dude literally can't die.
Oh,
After
great.
a journey into
He's
the lowest plane of
Deadpool,
hell,
but
the
not
Hulk
funny.
even faced off against the one below all and the ghost of his father.
In the greatest therapy
Damn
session
it.
of all time, he thunderclapped those two assholes to smithereens. Talk about cathartic. From one man with crippling daddy issues to another. Well done,
Yep.
sir.
What else can
Well
you
done.
say but incredible?
A good movie. That was an okay movie. I like that one. He actually fought
The
something that
Saiyans,
fought back.
A brutal alien race, interstellar conquerors.
And
Here we go.
giant monkey men.
My
These
childhood.
famous warriors are defined by three things.
It's a lot of
their
people's childhood.
tenacity, their pride, and their rage, which fuels their world-destroying power.
And no Saiyan can get even close to his pissed off ass Broly.
Oh, that's from the game Fighter Z, right?
Despite
Yeah.
being of low birth,
It's really good.
the infant Broly was
And also,
considered a prodigy
the guy who did the
by
voice
scientists
acting got a
due to
bad
his
rap, man.
impossibly high power
I
level of 10,000,
I mean, I hate to get
enough
into
to survive a planetary
things like that, but
What? Overnight
he was a good
now,
voice
Seth?
actor, and he did an excellent job.
Anyway, baby Broly was growing up nice and happy until he
And I
was
don't feel like he
driven
deserved
insane
what-
by baby
what happened.
Goku's incessant crying.
That's all I'll
Now,
say.
Everyone complains that this is the lamest
Not gonna name
backstory
him
ever,
or anything.
But have you played Yoshi's
Do you know who I'm
Island?
talking about?
Don't make it stop.
That's the
One of my
original
favorite
story,
games of all
but
time,
the new movie,
Yoshi's
that's no
Island.
longer canon.
It's so
However,
good that I
despite
refuse to
developing
play it as a
different
Let's Play on my
personalities,
channel
both
because
these
I've played it
Brolys
so
are
many
essentially
times.
the same character in
And
different
yet, I still
situations.
struggle
The
wanting to do it.
2018 one is our primary source here, but we'll look at the original and similar Saiyans like Kale for more info.
Whether it be jealousy for his own son or genuine fear of Broly's potential, Vegeta, the king, not the prince, abandoned Broly to a hellish backwater planet to die, with only his father Paragus as company.
Just in time for Vegeta to get nuked. The planet, not the king. Well, I guess the king too. All thanks to the alien tyrant Frieza. Nice job getting rid of your crazy strong Saiyan, baby. Idiot.
Ironically, after
Wasn't
decades
Frieza
of
wearing a
isolation,
different
Broly and
colored,
Paragus
like,
were found
outfit
by
or something
Frieza
in that?
and
It was
drafted
kinda
into his
pink.
army to eliminate the Saiyans
super
on
pink and
Earth,
purple.
Goku and Vegeta.
Like, more
Not
so
the prince,
than
not
usual.
The planet or the king.
Thing is,
That was a
Broly's
good-
not
that was a
like
good
the
segue
angry
joke right
Saiyans.
there.
This guy's a
He's
gentle
explaining who
giant
Vegeta
who'd
is,
rather play with his
as
big
opposed to
green
his
alien
dad.
dog than fight anybody.
Paragus molded
It sounds
Broly
like
into a
something.
deadly
It looks
warrior,
like something
whether he liked it or
Naruto
not.
would like summon
most
out of his
Saiyans,
ass or
Broly can
something.
harness
That
ki,
weird
or
green
one's inner life force as
cat
an energy to enhance
dog.
his physicality.
Or fire it from his hands in a super laser beam.
This is such a
Broly's
good
bread and
fight.
butter is his eraser cannon, A green fastball that'll cross thousands of miles in seconds and vaporize planets.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Lasers with his gigantic roar, shower the landscape with blaster meteor, or just straight murder people with his gigantic orgasm.
Gigantic Omega Storm.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes more sense. I'm gonna rename my dick that.
His most powerful technique, though, is a small key bolt that Broly can feed to rapidly
That was
grow in
trying.
size
That was a
and
trying
consume
joke, I feel.
Entire worlds. The Omega Blaster.
Broly's arsenal isn't just blowing stuff up, though. He can use his
Look,
ki
it's
for
vegan,
flight,
Broly.
telekinesis, and paralysis.
Despite being stuck in the space boonies all his life, he's an adaptable
I'm pissing off a
fighter
lot of
who can
vegans,
match seasoned
probably.
veterans.
Basically, he learns as he fights. And while most Saiyans get stronger every time they almost die, the Bromeister's strength is tied to his emotions. AKA, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Yes.
His power boosts are so great, he can match
And he's
transformations
green.
like the Super Saiyan without even needing to transform.
But don't worry, he can do that too. His
Is there like a
wrath
rule
state
book that
roids
says
him up and
everybody
makes
that
him
gets
as
angry
strong
and
as a
stronger
Saiyan
is
great
gotta be
ape
green?
Without all the fur. Or the shedding.
Much to Frieza's chagrin, though, Broly had never learned to
Chagrin.
unlock Super Saiyan and could not compete with Goku and Vegeta's stronger forms.
Solution? Murder Broly's dad to get him to transform.
Yep. And that
Despite
worked.
the physical abuse he suffered at his father's hands, Paragus was still the only family Broly had, and losing that drove him over the edge.
That's basically what happened to me when my dad lived. Except I turned into a super alcoholic.
Broly didn't turn into a typical Super Saiyan.
You're welcome.
Broly's new form was actually a Super Saiyan C type. This is an unleashed version of the repressed Super Saiyan A type, which are both precursors of the B type.
Daddy, you're going out for cigarettes again? Okay, I'll see you when you get back. Goodbye. Bye. I love you.
Hey,
What?
you paying attention?
That was good. Okay, that was
The
really good.
Super Saiyan
I love
Vitamin
that.
C form has the perfect energy control and let him wail on Frieza for over an hour. And this time I mean wail as in fight.
Right. Broly's power was so immense, it even made Goku of all
Confused.
people turn tail
Just a little
and
bit.
run.
Goku was able to clash with Lord Beerus with enough force to potentially destroy all of Universe 7, a humongous cosmic structure shown in this symbolic model.
Making the Dragon Ball universe 9 times larger than our own. Based on this, the shockwaves from
Wow.
the clash propagated 240 quadrillion times faster than light.
Are we really going to
That
talk about
Goku
this?
became that powerful in his base form. Imagine how much stronger he was at Super Duper Pooper Scooper Saiyan.
Or when fused with Vegeta into the almighty Gogeta, a being many times more powerful than the sum of his parts.
Broly got into
That's
a stick measuring contest with a
absolutely
freaking
nuts
Super Saiyan
that they can just
squared
clash
in shattered reality.
and
at
break
the peak
planets.
of his rage, he became the warrior of myth. Destined to
Trillions,
appear once
billions
every
miles
1,000
away.
years. The legendary Super Saiyan.
What kills me
As a broccoli
is that we're
haired
talking about that
legendary
now, and we're
Broly's
still not
power
going to
is
have a
so great,
Superman
he needs to
versus Goku
constantly
3,
let it
which
out, or else
still
he'll
makes sense because they did say,
I guess you
in
could
their
say
opinion,
his
that
power
Superman is as strong as he needs to be.
maximum.
He's easily among the
So, you know.
strongest foes Goku's
No
gone up
Superman
against.
versus
That
Goku
includes
3.
beings capable
Not
of
unless
shaking
this
an infinite
fucking
void just by powering up, or
show starts
merging
going
with the
way
universe
downhill.
and
I mean,
affecting
way.
alternate
Then they'll
timelines.
probably do it
In his
again.
original
You know,
timeline,
just as a
the
last
Brawl
hurrah.
survived his energy
Why not?
exploding out of him all at once. And
Never
in
say never,
Pain,
you know.
He took dozens of attacks from Gogeta Blue without any visible damage after
Not that I
fighting for
care. I mean,
hours.
you know, it's
His
whatever.
power comes at a cost, though. In his berserker state, Broly is wide open against an opponent who's just as strong, but far more skilled.
And after taking enough damage, his rage will hit its limits, and his power will fizzle out quick. He can even get knocked into weaker forms.
Broly did lose his fight with Gogeta fair and square.
Well, yeah, it was
But with new
Gogeta,
friends at
Super
his side
Saiyan
to
Blue
support him,
Gogeta.
and a new rival to teach him to temper his fury. The lonely Saiyan outcast finally got what his father could never give him: a family.
Oh, but that means he has even more to lose. So watch out, because this Super Saiyan's temper is legendary.
Can he reach that state again, though, on his own, is what I'm wondering. Does somebody have to die again for him to learn?
All right, the
Hopefully
commands
not.
are set. We've run the data through all
Because he's super strong.
It's time for a
I mean-
death battle!
They had to whip out Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta on him. Okay, that's ridiculous. Animals. I love animals. Hulk hate animals. Hulk eat them.
Hey, spiky hair man, what's this puny planet?
You scared them away. You're making me angry.
Uh-oh.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
So this isn't Professor Hulk. Okay.
Show me.
Or maybe it is. Who knows? This music is pretty dope.
Disappointed.
Okay, now he's hitting him with some force. Putting some protein in it. Just a big green crater in him. Oh, damn. Uh-oh. What?
Hulk ain't just incredible. Hulk is immortal.
How? Okay. Okay, so let's bring Doomsday back then. Let's bring Doomsday back. Let's see how that one ends.
No, the devil.
That's honestly, you know what? I don't really care much for that. That kind of sounds like a dumb cop-out, which is fine. It's whatever, you know. Maybe they watched the Superman or the Hulk versus Doomsday death battle and they're like, ah, fuck that. Let's give him devil powers.
Hulk smash.
This music is epic. It's really a good death battle to end the year on. Oh, this.
Think you're strong. Hulk's strongest there is.
He can breathe in space now? Oh my god.
Show me. Break the world. Break everything.
Oh god, Hulk. Freaking nuts. Oh. The whole fucking solar system? Nobody wins in a headbutt contest, except for the viewer. Jesus! See, I told you.
Throat sore.
I bet all that screaming.
This just in, breaking news. Local area saying literally too angry to die.
The Hulk had numerous advantages over Broly. He was far more experienced, slightly faster, and potentially smarter depending on which Hulk was in charge.
But since the Hulk's fight for control in Bruce's mind, it wasn't guaranteed he'd get one of the geniuses. Still, his healing factor was nuts. Broly wasn't gonna put him down with anything less than complete annihilation.
So ridiculous.
Fortunately for Broly, compared to his unbelievable power, the Hulk came up short.
I know what you're thinking. Hulk could destroy a universe 120 times over, while Goku could only manage a lowly 9.
But that was base Goku's strength. Broly's maximum,
Yes.
no pun intended, was far greater. Let's lay down some numbers.
Yes,
As
please.
a legendary Super Saiyan, Broly was stronger than Super Saiyan Gogeta and took hits from Gogeta Blue without even bleeding.
Yeah,
Based on the
that's
Daizenshuu, the
ridiculous.
blonde Super Saiyan 3 form is about 400 times greater than Goku's base. Applied to Goku's new base in Dragon Ball Super, he would already be 30 times more powerful than World Breaker Hulk.
And that's before factoring in Super Saiyan Blue and Gogeta, which are way stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
With this in mind, legendary Super Saiyan Broly is thousands, possibly millions of times stronger than the World Breaker we've seen. While the Hulk's strength can keep increasing, so will Broly's, and it's unlikely he'd be able to catch up before being overwhelmed. After all, there have been multiple times when the strain on Hulk's body turned him back into Banner.
With that big of a power difference, there's no way the same wouldn't happen here. Even stuff like breaking space and time is nothing new to Broly and other Dragon Ball characters.
And don't misunderstand the Hulk's encounter with the One Below All. There's no evidence he directly overpowered actual Satan, just dispersed his cloudy avatar.
Hulk even said he was just doing that to buy time.
Broly's flight
Yeah.
allowed him greater maneuverability and area control. Plus, he could attack at a distance with ki.
Funny how you
When
didn't
Hulk
mention
did
that.
close that gap, Broly's force field and paralysis protected him up close.
And it's unlikely Hulk could land a lucky fatal blow, considering Broly took hits from Gogeta Blue, who's millions of times stronger than the World Breaker. You get the idea.
That leads us to our last and most important question. Could Broly bypass Hulk's immortality to put him down and take the win? Surprisingly, yes.
Whenever the Hulk or Bruce die, his healing factor kicks in to fix whatever wound killed him in the first place.
Meaning he still needs some element of his physical body that can heal itself in order to come back to life. The hypothalamus is key to this. Once it was destroyed by Hawkeye and his special arrow, Bruce took months to come back from the dead. With Broly's incredible power, there was no doubt he could vaporize
They didn't
Hulk
destroy
and
the
leave
robot
nothing
in this
left to
episode.
heal.
Like, basically every Dragon Ball Z fight ever.
The Hulk was an incredible opponent, but the legendary Super Saiyan's boundless power, arena control, range of techniques, and Saiyan rage spelled the end for the not-so-jolly Green Giant.
This incredible fight was insane!
The winner is Broly.
Let the robot finish.
Boomstick. A strange green man in a zoot suit left a letter for you.
Zoot
Sounds
suit.
legit. Give
Is
me
that the mask?
Dad?
Thank you so much for watching this season finale to one of the honestly best years we've ever had. And next season, we'll be celebrating 10 years of Death Battle with some of the biggest and wildest episodes we've ever done.
Well, good. It's about time. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's talk about the thumbnail. Here's the thumbnail. When you nut, but they keep on sucking. I've been wanting to use that joke for so long. So damn long. But, yeah. Okay, so I didn't know about the Hulk's regeneration factor and him being like the devil or whatever. I really do not know what that's all about. But, you know, whatever. Cool, I guess. I'm not a big fan of that. I think that's kind of... That's silly to me. I don't know. I just like the Hulk the way he is, you know? Just it doesn't... You don't have to make him any more badass than he already is, because he's the Hulk. I mean, people might get bored of the original Hulk, but I'm not sure there's a timeline or some kind of storyline or some kind of dramatic event that can pop him back into popularity again, you know? World Breaker did a freaking fantastic job as a comic, bringing the Hulk back into the limelight. And also to dispense ass-whipping justice on Marvel characters. Now, Broly, on the other hand, Broly, I would not say that he needed a remake, kind of, or remake of the character. But what they did when they remade his character is they did the most excellent thing. And that's make him a good guy. Which makes him more feasible as a character in the future. If he's always a bad guy, he's just going to end up being in a few movies or in one season and just dying. I mean, look at Cell. You know? Cell was a great villain. Where's he? He's gone. You don't see Ultra Mega Silver Cell, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm SpectralStar. Omae wa mo. Kodoku.
Hey, spiky hair man, what's this puny planet?
You scared them away.